This is a 2024 Subaru Crosstrek Onyx. It's a new generation of Crosstrek and a very nice trim level. This trim level is replacing the Crosstrek Outdoor, which we had from 2018 to, from 2021 to 2023. This new body style is replacing the old Crosstrek generation, or the current Crosstrek generation, which ran from 2018 to 2023. And because the Crosstrek was such a winning car, such a great vehicle, Subaru really kept most of the dimensions the same in the 2024 model. A lot of the things that we love about Subaru are the same. So the generous ground clearance is that same 8.7 inches or 220 millimeters as we had before. I believe the wheelbase is the same as the previous Crosstrek. The length of the car and the spacing inside is nearly identical. The windows might slope a bit more, or the shape of the car might slope a bit more, especially in the back. But Subaru, being the conservative manufacturer that they are placing more emphasis on visibility and safety rather than looks. So it's still a car that has very good visibility, a great safety record, and is super durable. It also holds its value like I haven't seen a car hold its value before. So it's just really a winning formula overall. And Subaru didn't really change much, and in most ways, it's similar to the outgoing generation rather than different from it. So again, this Onyx trim level, I believe in the US was always called Onyx, but in Canada it used to be called Outdoors, the Crosstrek Outdoor, and now it's called the Crosstrek Onyx. It still keeps some of those outdoorsy features like the darker wheels, the fun accents here noted on the fog lights. And the Onyx also has the larger 2.5 liter engine. Now the Crosstrek comes in a 2 liter for the two basic models, the Convenience and the Touring. And then if you're going for the Onyx trim level or the Limited, so the two higher end ones, those will have the 2.5 liter engine. And the 2 liter produces 152 horsepower, the 2.5 182 horsepower. So you get about 20% more horsepower. The fuel economy is surprisingly very similar, not more than 5% uptick from the 2 liter model. Regular gas as always. It's actually a very efficient vehicle. And with the 2.5 liter engine, you'll have better capacity to pass on the highway, better towing capabilities. Although the 2 liter is a great engine, and I actually sometimes prefer it for city driving. It's a little smoother, but if you do want more power, you can opt for the 2.5. So lots of people are asking about this Onyx trim level. So here it is due to popular demand. I wanted to make a video of it specifically. So one thing that's different from the previous generation is the interior. We used to have synthetic leather, Subaru called it StarTex material, in the outdoor trim level, which we no longer have. So they're back to cloth seats. This is what they're like. Some people aren't a fan of the color scheme, but I actually really like it. I don't mind it at all. The seat is more comfortable than the outgoing generation. It's wider. It has a bit more support on the side. Pretty nice pattern here on the inside as well. And another cool thing is Subaru finally added lumbar support, lower back support, in the two higher trim levels of Crosstrek. They also added a power seat, whereas before we had a manual seat for the outdoor trim level. Subaru also added a sunroof in the Onyx, which we didn't have before. The larger screen is there, and I'll go over it in a minute. But I also wanted to focus here. Some more of a design difference in the back. They went to a C-shaped claw taillight for the back, a revised bumper. And what you'll see is we also have the sensors, so reverse backup sensors, which at least in Canada we didn't have on the outdoor trim level before. So quite a few upgrades from 2023 for this particular trim level. And I gotta say, I like it quite a bit. The trunk space is very similar to what we had before, the 2023. I'd say identical, but I'd want to check the specs first. This tonneau cover has improved in design. They put a handle here, which is a little easier to use. Of course, we have the spare tire and so on underneath. They revised this little cladding area right here, this little plastic, pretty cute. And another improvement is, unless I'm wrong on this, I'm kind of just going by feel, but I feel like the handle right here is easier to reach than the outgoing model, than the 2023. So if you're a shorter person, you might have an easier time using the trunk on this new generation. Other than that, here we have the USBs. So we have two USBs in the back, and they've migrated to the back of the console instead of being inside the console, as was in the previous generation. Here's a look of the at the clock. So overall, very nice and bright. The headliner is now charcoal colored, so